Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of NoSkillCraft. I'm here in the end because I need to collect some stuff today. Some things that I'm going to need. I need some coarse flowers and some coarse fruit because that's what I'm going to need for what's coming up later in this episode. But I also need to collect up some shulker boxes. Now, I'm not going to collect too many of them because we are going to be doing a community end run here soon. Let me just build a little welfare enderman farm just in case things go nasty here while I'm collecting some fruits. I don't want to have another unfortunate accident like I did the first time I tried to record this intro clip. So let's just build myself a little bit of safety here. I may have already died once, so I'm not going to be doing too much as the way of videoing here in the end. Namely because we are going to be doing the community run of the end here before long, so I don't want to, overdo end video stuff. So let me do some collecting here, and I will be back in just a second. Oh, I think I ruined the fruit on that one, or the flower on that one. Oh well. What am I hitting against? This. Ah, destroy that whole plant. I don't think I even got one flower out of it. Oh well. Let me do some collecting here. So after a couple of hours of end raiding, I managed to pull off a little bit here. I guess it's more like an hour and a half than a couple hours. Filled up this shulker box with stuff. 35 shulker shells. I do have one, I believe, already, so it's going to give me 36. That's going to be quite a number of shulker boxes. That should do me for a little bit. And of course all this other random junk that I picked up along the way. I've stuffed everything I had into me into this box. Now I need to, do I have a pick that I don't care if I lose? No, so I'm going to make a pick that I don't care if I lose. Because I'm going to go jump off the side, because I don't feel like trying to make my way all the way back to the exit portal. I'm just going to jump off the side. Pick takes 2, and then 3 of these. Oops. Click this here and build up a iron pick. And pick up all the shulker boxes. It's not a silk touch pick, so this chest is about to be lost forever. I'm not going to bother breaking it. Someone might find it someday and have a use for it. But for now, I'm going to go jump off into the void and take myself back to my base. Here we go. Goodbye, end. Goodbye. And bam, right back into my base. So let me get my stuff out of my ender chest and get set up for what we're going to be doing with the rest of this episode. And of course there's a downside to what I plan to do. I don't have any more levels. I guess what I did do when I killed myself in the end is I don't have any more levels. I can't rename these boxes. So I'm going to go to, I guess, the Enderman farm. Nah, it's pretty far. I'm going to go to the blaze farm, get a few blaze rods and a few levels so I can name some of those shulker boxes because, yeah, they need to get named. Killing myself wasn't exactly the 100% best idea I could have done right there, but whatever. I'll waste a little bit extra time with murdering some blazes. Get some blaze rods, get some levels, and we'll be good. I need blaze rods anyway because I want to make the light sources, end rods. I need end rods. That's why I got coarse fruits. We're gonna make a coarse fruit farm here in the later parts of the episode. So let me go kill some blazes. This little circuit right here is gonna make up the basis of everything basically. Oh, I blew out way too many. Let me stick something different on top of the sticky piston so you can see it's an ultra fast block swapper. Took me a while to figure out how they work, and then even longer to figure out how to make it go super fast. So if you so this torch is basically powering these pistons, and then when I push the button they get unpowered and then repowered by these torches. Hold on, let me get around here. So torches here. It takes like a tick for torch burnout to happen. So I push this depowers, then those torches come on, the blocks will swap around, and then this repeater fires up to pop the block back up nice and quick. If I didn't have this repeater here, this repeater is basically the speed demon part of it. It just takes longer to swap around. And then I realized that if this torch comes on, why don't I just take the power out of it then, and it'll stay powered until this torch is powering it as well. So then it goes super fast. So basically, I'm going to build a series of these going down, and I'm going to put endstone as one of the blocks. So I can plant coarse fruits on them, and then go get all the fruits. This is going to be, I basically need two of them. I need a flower, like a coarse flower farm to get the cedar flowers, and then I need the coarse fruit farm itself where you just grow massively large coarse plants. So I just need like probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 of these for the flower farm going down in this direction, and then I'm going to build up the remaining structures for it that it needs, like the floor and whatnot. And then we'll see how it all works once I get this all built up. So I'm gonna have to dig out a bunch too. Like this is gonna be a little bit of a dig and then a little bit of a build. So let me get this all squared away and I'll be right back. So I got this. Ooh, this needs to get cut right there and right there. So I can still get into the secret downstairs area. So I decided to stick with just 5 of them because I'm not gonna need an incredibly large amount of flowers. I just need, you know, some flowers. And then you just boop, and it kills all the plants, and you boop it back, and it brings them all up, and you run through and you collect them. And you get 9, and it takes 5 to plant. So, you know, it doesn't make a whole crazy amount of them, but you harvest this a few times a day, and you'll have enough to plant the other one that I'm going to build, because it's going to take probably, I think, I'm leaning towards like 15-ish in the other farm, like the bigger one, to make all the coarse fruits themselves. This is just to get some flowers. That's why it forces them to be super short. And I just leave this little trapdoor so I can get down into this section and see all the redstone-y bits down in here, which is yeah, just 5 block swappers all connected up together. So it's pretty not too complicated of a system, but it works pretty good. Not a whole lot of decorating I could do in this small crammed area, because these glass have to be there to force it to do that little side thing where it pushes off to the sides when it grows, so it doesn't grow up really huge and tall, which is what we'll want the other farm to do, which is grow up big and tall so we can get tons of the actual fruits. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. It's not so ooh, they grew right beside me. Oh, and there's 3 of them. Fancy. So yeah, it's not too bad. Got a little coarse flower farm. And now I need to make the fruit farm. So let me start figuring out where I'm going to put that at, because it needs a lot bigger of an area. It might even be an outside farm. I haven't decided yet. Let me do a little thinking on where I'm going to put that part at. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I've decided on a location to build this coarse fruit farm, which is out here. Just using grass blocks in the, well, I guess both of them might be temporary. I haven't decided what the building's going to look like as of yet. But this is it, just outside the, oh, I really got to put the other tower on this so it doesn't look so weird. Needs another one of those on this side. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. I'm going to do 4x4s. So there's going to be 16 coarse plants total going, well, across here and then down that way. And then there'll be like a building over top of it. I guess they can grow up to 22 blocks high, so I'll be making it like 24 blocks high or so. And yeah, it's starting to come along. All of these are working. I haven't hooked them up to any central button yet. I imagine the button will be somewhere like right in the middle here, and I'll just run streams of redstone all along the floor to trigger these. Well, all along the floor in rows, ensuring that I don't trigger any of the things improperly. And I want to take a moment here just to say I've been playing Minecraft story mode the last few days as well, and it is surprisingly hilarious. Surprisingly hilarious. I've been avoiding playing it since it came out because I didn't think it was going to be good. Like, Telltale games are usually, you know, they're good. Some of them, I've only really played Tales from the Borderland all the way through, and then I played a little bit of the Walking Dead one, and it just didn't seem like it was going to fit the whole Minecraft thing, but it's pretty great. Patton Oswalt is fucking hilarious in it, so I would highly recommend everybody go check that shit out. It's fucking awesome. So let me get the rest of these block swappers in place, and I'm not gonna say. Okay, I got all these block swappers in, and they're all wired up to this button. I push them, and they all switch around. It's such a beautiful sight to see. Boop. Boop. Yeah, so next stage is going to be build up the floor. It's going to go basically around as the edge right here, except for on this side it's going to come out a couple and be like a little front area to it. This will be like the front of the, like the entranceway in the front. I'll have the button, there'll be some chests and crap around here. I figured out what I want to do for the floor, so I need to go and swap a bunch of crap out of my inventory and acquire some blocks that I need for building, and then I'm going to come back and build the floor, and then we'll talk again, and I think I'm going to do a quick little time lapse as I build up the outside of it. So let me go get some blocks swapped around here. So this is kind of what I'm going for with the walls. It's going to alternate between 2 and then 3 black concrete, and then the glass is just going to fill in between. It's going to also alternate between 3 and 2, just opposites of those. Obviously I've got this nice green floor with all the bright sea lanterns everywhere, because I'm hoping that's going to light up the inside of this kind of nicely. There'll be some kind of entrance over here somewhere, like centered with the button and whatnot. And yeah, it's starting to come together. I was gonna do a time lapse of me putting the walls and shit in place, but I think that would end up just being kind of boring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place all the walls and get this thing laid out, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. So I've got all the walls in place. I don't know what I'm going to do for a roof yet, so I've just kind of left it open, and it's starting to get the effect. It's kind of why this little tooth-shaped thing is, because the course through kind of coming through. I wish it was taller. Is the only problem. I thought it was going to end up being taller, but maybe this is just a short batch. But it looks like everything's purple in here, so it's ready to be harvested. Oh, I don't have any more flowers on me. Let me go grab some flowers here real quick from the other farm, which is back over in this way. Oh, we go. I gotta land over in here. Oh, missed it. And go in here, and I just take them all, because this produces enough to, yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. I'll come back and harvest them later. Oh god. Alright, I'm just gonna run. I'm not gonna risk trying to fly off through the lava. And we're gonna come in and land like so. We just push the button and all of it gets harvested. Look at that. We push the button and it comes back ready to be replanted. See how much we get. See how much we get. I would make some kind of automatic collection system, but there's really no room for it underneath the ground. No way to get out all the blocks. Not with all the redstone-y bits that are involved in it, but that's fine. It just takes a little bit of running around to collect them all. Geez, almost 3 stacks. That is pretty nifty. 3 stacks is pretty good. And we just pop these bad boys back on here like so, and they will start growing again. I still need to figure out what kind of entrance to put on this too. I'm thinking some kind of piston system would be the best. Like run a couple of like a outer wall a couple of blocks out, install some pistons that probably go up and down. I don't know, we'd have to see. We'll have to see. Oh, I need some chests to put in here so I can store purple chorus fruit and also the flowers. So let me go over here. It's almost dark now too. Of course it would be almost dark. Grab me some chests and maybe some item frames too. Might as well. I'm just gonna throw some blocks up on the door here temporarily so nothing sneaks up behind me, because I don't want anything sneaking up behind me. That wouldn't be fun. And I need to figure out like what I'm gonna like decorate this front area with. So obviously it needs some decorating too, but for now I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff these down here and put these, you know what, I'm gonna make them separate too. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. And then these will grow up yet again. Be ready to be harvested yet again. Wonder how this looks at night. Alright, where's the door supposed to be at? This is the center point. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah, see, look at all the mobs there. Where's my rockets at? Let's go get flying. Fly! Oh god. Oh god. Let's get a better angle than straight up because there's no roof on it yet. Kind of wish the flowers or the plants were bigger at this point, but those look pretty cool. Not as cool as I was hoping it was going to be. Maybe I need to add some lights up on the walls somewhere too. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to do some playing with it now that it's actually in place and built. But yeah, I'm pleased with the operations of both of these farms that I had to build today. All so I can make tons and tons of end rods, which I did earlier. I made like apparently 1 stack of blaze rods and 1 stack of the pop course fruit gives you 4 stacks of end rods. So yeah, end rods are super cheap to make. I didn't realize I was gonna get just so many of them, but yeah, I'm happy. We'll be able to have as many end rods as we could ever possibly want. So I think I'm gonna leave the roof and the door for another day after I do some thinking about how I want to. I'm just gonna fly far away and let all those mobs spawn, but figure out how I want to do the door and the roof. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe so you can see all the great videos we have coming up. And yeah, that's it for now. Out of here.